I'll start it soon.
I'm recording, and
I'm gonna go left.
and
I'm gonna go left.
if we were to run that, we'd have to have a pharmacy.
Only Peanut can do that.
Yeah.
Looks like they might be holding point.
They're
which
holding
means,
back. Like,
Yeah, which means they're probably running a Sombra.
All right, let's go
Where's
top
he
right,
in
top
there?
right, top right.
Disco's in, top
Guys
right,
in,
he's
guys
alone.
in, top right.
They are running Sombra.
They're running set
If
in
anyone
Sombra
wants to
though.
stop
They're
it,
running
just
two
say
healers
stop
in
and I'll stop
Sombra.
it.
Woo!
Bye, Doom.
Push in.
Oh,
shoot.
go, 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 go,
Mercy,
go, go,
Mercy,
go.
Mercy, on point.
Mercy,
Murphy,
nice.
Mercy. Okay, Zen.
Run,
Okay, run.
Right. Thank you. He's low. They're healing on Sombra.
He's standing.
Disco's Reaper.
Just fight on point for a little bit. Get a third, get a free third.
Ryan's lit.
Focus the Ryan. All right, we got a third. Back out.
We can reset pretty fast.
Yeah,
though,
we can
these guys, right?
reset faster than they can.
I got mech too, so.
Anyone have anything to say?
We shouldn't have lost that fight.
So I shouldn't have. So I was out of position after. So after the Reinhardt charged in, I was in a good position by these oil canisters. But then when I moved on to point, I shouldn't have moved on to point. I got really thirsty there.
Right.
When Reinhardt charged in there, I should have moved at a better angle in order to discord him, so everyone could have eaten him alive, and I think that would have saved that push.
I made a wrong call, a very wrong call actually. I called to fight on point. I should have called to push into them. This lineup that we have is not very good at poking, and by fighting on point, you're basically saying I want a long fight. I should have called to push into them. As a result, they actually have the advantage from poke. Well, they're not very good at poking either, but they've got a Reinhardt that's better for them for the poke battle. So.
Also, at the very beginning of the fight, I Discord orbed the Zen, and then the Zen didn't die immediately, and I cried.
Okay, we're gonna rewind it. We're gonna watch this fight. I'm gonna tell you exactly what we're on, because you guys are missing the biggest part.
Cut myself.
Oh yeah, that Minecraft.
Go.
Well, there's.
Can I interject?
Yeah, go for it.
You counter Sombra by controlling the health pack. We didn't control the health pack. The second we get that pick, even if we didn't get that pick, it's like we're not jumping on point anyway, right? We're going down the steps and then pushing them off the health pack. So the pick shouldn't have changed anything.
Okay.
All right, are you ready? So regardless if for what we did, we're gonna see why we lost the fight.
Top
Top
right,
right, top right.
Disco's in, top
Guys
right,
in,
he's
guys
alone.
in, top right.
They are running Sombra.
They're running set in Sombra though. They're running two healers in Sombra.
Woo!
Bye, Doom.
Push in.
Oh, go.
Mercy, 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 on point.
Okay, we're gonna stop there. That was good. Yans dove the Mercy, clearly out of position. I don't know. I guess let's see what happens.
Mercy.
Nobody
nice.
really
Mercy.
helped.
Okay,
Let's just go
Zen.
back.
Okay, run.
Now what? Okay, look at Sombra's ult percentage right now. Actually, let's go back 5 seconds. Look at her ult percentage. Now, just you don't even need to look at the thing. Just watch her ult.
Mercy, nice.
Mercy. Okay, Zen. Okay, run.
Right. Thank you. He's low.
Look at that.
They're healing on Sombra.
He's standing.
Disco's Reaper.
Just fight on point.
So what went wrong there?
He just focused the Reinhardt that was sitting on a health pack.
We
Yeah.
fought the
Oh
wrong
my
target.
god.
So it's a combination of what me and Half said.
So no, technically, the right call there was to fight on the point away from the health pack at that time, because Reinhardt. No, here, let me finish. Reinhardt has to come off there, and he can't get healed if he's not being attacked. He's not going to heal if he's not attacked.
Yeah.
So.
Then they're just gonna push on a point, and then we're gonna die.
Not if we dive correctly.
You can't dive indoors like that.
Well, Ryan, you're
You can't be
basically
on point and then dive indoors.
Ryan. You're saying that fight on point was the right call, but then you say to dive into them.
So
You're
It's
either,
like you have to pick targets, and Reinhardt. I don't think Reinhardt was the right target because
So if we look at what's going on here, we're at a 4v3, right? If we attack this Reaper who's over there on the right by himself, just to clarify what I think Rhino was saying, he goes down. Then we're at a 4v, or no, so we're at a 4v4 here. Then we're at a 4v3, and then they have 2 supports and Reinhardt, so they have to push into us when we have 2 DPS and a tank and a support.
And not only that, you don't feed the Reinhardt or it's the Sombra ult. That's what I'm getting at. Is you kill the guys on point first.
the mistake was made earlier.
It's like, yeah, it's right to fight on the health pack. Half's 100% right because then they don't get it. And
Yeah.
but we after we
I think
dove on the point, we went back to the health pack, which they did have control of, and they got obviously the free EMP.
Right.
So, like, if you look right here, like, who is the easiest target to kill right now? Who do you think is the easiest target?
Reaper. Because he's out of position.
And what
Massively
does he
so.
have on him?
Discord.
Discord. So, just like, I don't know, just maybe be slightly more aware.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean-
I think the Discord, like, half's
called it
definitely
out.
right. There's no way that, there's no reason to just jump on the point and then be like, yep, come to us. Like, pushing up through that tunnel is the right call, 100%. And getting him off of that is the right call. But in this situation right now, I mean, half, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that pushing the Reinhardt there was the right call.
I don't know. I can't even see it.
You can't see it?
No, my VOD's like fucked up.
Oh, not again. Do we have to go to watch together?
I don't know. I mean,
Can you see it when I, like, play it, or, like, is it just not working at all?
It's working. It's just like really slow-mo, and then it pauses and then catches up.
What if I hit play right now? Tell me if it goes. We'll just continue to watch.
Yeah,
and
it's
let me know
really
if it's good.
slow-mo.
I haven't hit play yet.
Now it's paused. Now it's slow-mo.
What time are you at?
1:02:58.
Yeah, we're not there. Maybe restart or refresh your thing.
Yeah,
See
we're
if that's
sitting at 102:49.
Half's always about 10 seconds ahead of us.
Should be refreshed.
Are you good, half? You think?
No.
Okay.
Do we need to switch? Or do you think you'll be okay?
Do you need to host it half?
Yeah, maybe half hosts.
Maybe.
Is it paused?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
paused right now. It's at 49 seconds.
I'm at 1:03:07. It's playing really slow-mo, and then it freezes, and then it goes forward like 5
Alright.
seconds.
Half,
You wanna try to
half you
host
should
it, half?
take host.
Okay.
Can I just, like, send you the host? Is that, like, a thing? Okay,
Keep
yeah.
an eye on their spawns half.
Okay.
Let us know if
Now, wait,
anyone's
pause it
back.
for a
Oh, they're
second.
coming.
Are we all at 3:15?
Yeah.
Half?
103:15.
we're good.
Yes.
You
103:10.
gotta go back like 20 seconds just because we missed the. I don't know how much we missed, but.
Yeah.
Get a third, get a free third.
Ryan's lit.
Focus the Ryan, focus the Ryan. Alright, we got a third, back out.
We can reset pretty fast.
Yeah,
though,
we can
these days,
reset,
right?
reset faster than they can.
I got mech too, so.
Keep an eye on their spawns half. Let us know if anyone's back, coming back. Winston's also pretty far forward.
Reaper's
Alright,
coming
he's
back.
out, he's out. Huh? Who's coming?
Reaper's on
Alright,
point.
Reaper's with them.
He was the last one, so.
Alright.
Do you think we should sit farther back because sitting?
I think we should go.
No, we'll want. All right, we don't want to have line of sight with them right now. We're gonna.
Just goes Winston.
We're charging to monkey.
When we move it, do we want to sit on point and make?
All right,
them
we're gonna go top right again. Top right again.
Reaper's in top in the right room. I need heals.
I'm blocking. I'm blocking.
Focus the Reaper. Focus the Reaper. Oh
See,
no,
follow-
no.
Right,
Ryan,
right,
Ryan,
right,
Ryan,
right,
Ryan,
Let's
Ryan,
go,
Ryan.
Zen.
It's doing
Oh.
that thing again.
I don't even like going up through that top
Focus the Reaper.
top right like that
Nope,
with a dive comp.
Yeah, I think we should have swapped compositions when we saw their lineup.
I mean, I've been seeing a lot of people go up the other side, and like the contendees and whatnot.
Contendees.
Well, the other option
Nope,
is
nope.
go through the exit through the bottom door, like going in that right way. Exit through the bottom door, then going through that archway all the way around, up the stairs behind this health pack room,
Okay. I see
and
what
then
you're saying.
ending on that left ledge, and then walking down that stairwell, and that gives us more open room and saves our Winston. Like, because our Winston is the one who really needs all the room to be able to jump wherever he wants.
No, I see what you're saying. I'm trying to think of a reason why that would be worse, but I'm not seeing any. And the only thing is it like adds a second, maybe two. Not even that. Oh,
See,
nope,
Colin?
nope, no.
Right,
Let's
right,
go
right,
Zen,
right,
let's
right,
go
right,
Zen.
right.
He's lit.
He got all of us. He got all of us. It's okay.
All right.
See if I get more signals here. I'm focusing Zed. He popped trance. He popped trance. I got
Nice,
trance.
nice. Regroup, and pushing hard. All
They
right.
have,
I'll
they
check,
have
I'll check, I'll
EMP
check.
again. We can transplant in.
All right. We're just gonna put.
Can we just? Do you want to just
Zen's
go to
top
point?
right.
Top point.
I feel like we should
Yeah,
just go to point and
Let's
make
go
him
to
complete
points
us.
and then
Oh
just
my god.
Sombra?
sit there.
Sombra behind.
I have to pop trans
have
before
Miles.
she EMP.
All right. I'm gonna lead in with my ult. I'm
Oh.
going to expect the.
Reaper is top
Okay,
left.
I'm gonna die.
Yep.
through.
Okay,
No,
we
no,
need to
don't
discuss
lead
this
it.
now.
No.
Before anything.
Sorry.
Baiting beat with Sombra ult is a no-go. It's not. Because, here, do you want to watch what happens? Here, just play this fight.
Sombra?
Watch what
Sombra
happens.
behind.
It's like, we have
I have
ult
to pop
advantage here,
trans
so
before
definitely
I
we
EMP.
should be using ults.
All right. I'm gonna lead in
thing's
with
still
my ult.
fucked up.
I'm going to expect the.
Just let him
Reaper
play.
is top
I'll
left.
tell you when you can
Stop.
stop.
No, don't.
So what? So we beat.
No, I'm leading in to eat up
Here
the
comes
EMP.
EMP.
Holy
And
shit,
Exile
she
has
missed me.
0
Right,
HP,
right,
so he
right,
has
I
to
have
use
no
ults.
DM. I have no DM. He's
I
low.
didn't
He's
get
low.
hit.
He's low.
Reload, reload,
I didn't
reload.
get
Alright.
He didn't hit, but if he did get hit, one,
Mercy.
here, pause it for a second.
Mercy.
He'd be dead. And two, you can't use your other ults because you're all EMP'd.
Yeah.
And you used your ult, so basically your ult meant nothing. Exile's ult was to keep everyone alive, while they just used one ult, and they got 2 support ults out of it.
I think I misused it here, but I think that using beat to guarantee
It's not a good idea. Sombra. So let's remember what just happened. Did you see how fast Sombra got her ult?
I know. But I'm saying the reason that I would call that more consistently is it guarantees that you pull the Sombra for a free next push. If you got almost all of your ults, you can go in with the beat.
It's not
and
necessarily
throw
true
it.
though. You have to remember that Sombra can get her ult in one fight.
And the other thing is, you accomplish the same thing by just trying, like, jumping on the Sombra.
Yeah.
And I have one more point.
No, you guys are right. You guys are right. I think that's a situational play, a very, very situational play that I've just been using as a general rule of thumb.
Are you caught up, or what's going on with your thing? Are you still messed up?
Oh, I don't know. I
So
haven't
things-
played it yet.
Oh yeah. Okay, we're ready. You can start it.
Eat up the EMP.
Holy shit, she
Yeah, it's
missed
pretty
me.
messed
Right,
up.
right.
I have no DM. I have no DM. He's low. He's low. He's low.
Reload.
I said rip.
Mercy.
Mercy's.
You want to use something else?
Yeah, we could try it. Do you have to create an account for like another one?
Watch together.
You shouldn't have to.
You have to install ad block.
Do you wanna?
Oh yeah, you do need ad
set it up?
block.
Ad block.
Yeah,
Well,
can you send me the mod?
You'll get like
Yeah,
50,000 ads.
I'll just send it over Discord, the main Lounge Discord and Lounge. We are at 1:04:42 ish.
Links up.
All right.
Pick.
Oh, I can pick a username.
It's outside.
Have to like my name.
Jasmine 69.
Jasmine 69.
Old meme.
Old meme. Still good though. Hi, Scooty.
You ready?
I am. I think we're all here except for Scooty. We have Jared Leto here too.
Holy shit,
I
Jared
would
Leto.
expect the-
Reaper is top left.
I'm gonna die.
No, don't lead it. Don't lead it.
No, I'm leading in to eat up the EMP.
Everyone said
Holy
no.
shit, she missed me. What an idiot.
Run.
I have no DM. I have no DM. He's low. He's low. He's
Reaper
low.
low, Reaper low, Reaper low.
Sorry, my bad.
Reaper.
Mercy.
The volume was so
Mercy's
loud.
back.
Yep. Zen.
Zen.
Where's the Zen?
Nice.
That's
Hold.
right.
We got-
Both
got-
healers
got-
dead.
got-
Both healers dead. Both healers dead.
Right.
Targets. Ryan.
Ryan.
Winston and Reaper by our spawn. Winston and Reaper from our spawn.
Reaper dead.
Ryan's still low.
Keep up pressure. Keep up pressure.
We ended up winning this fight just because of
Winston.
respawn advantage.
Ryan's still low. Watch hammer. He's...
Blade if you need to. Blade if you need
So
to.
I'm not trying to
fine, we're
harp
fine.
on this anymore, but
Sombra,
use
Sombra,
Sombra just
Sombra,
for
Sombra.
EMP again.
Oh no.
She can get it back,
Ripperino.
but it's...
Grab that Mega Scooty.
Oh yeah. I'll get it. Yeah.
All right. We're gonna wait.
Wait. Hold on. We lost it.
My ultimate is charging.
Just poking my dude.
Get ready.
What do you think trends said? So,
Pretty high.
Yeah, probably like
you
5.
wanna try to force it on him?
Oh, they hacked the mega to the left.
It's a
As
joke.
always. Mercy's on
Somber
top
behind.
right.
Somber behind. Somber behind.
Don't. She's low. We got her.
Forward.
Alright.
So you
got
guys
Mercy?
obviously
Zen
should
back
be
Wait,
pushing
wait,
right
wait,
now.
wait.
She. Mercy's Discord. Ouch.
We're down
Zen's
to
low.
Zen.
Zen's low.
Pretty good.
Zen's
hammer.
dead.
Good,
Got him.
good.
Alright.
Winston's low.
Yeah,
Winston's
they got
low.
you.
Reaper. Help me with Reaper.
Run.
Oh, Reaper.
Run.
Ryan.
Somber on point. Somber on point.
Sabra.
Air EMP.
Everyone on Sabra. Top. Mercy on point.
Mercy.
Res.
No, she doesn't have it yet.
And heals. On
Mercy
point.
1. Okay,
Alright,
Lucio.
Lucio.
Okay. Dead. Winston.
Winston. I have no DM.
All right. Out. Out or die.
Oh no, I can't fly out. Rip.
We got Diva out of mech.
Okay. Don't let her build it.
Oh crap. Alright, I'll fight Diva. Let's do it.
This made me cry right here.
My ultimate is charging.
This was... Dude, he gets so close
I'm
to
gonna
killing
build
her
it
too.
at this
Look at
point,
this.
so I'm not gonna.
So is she.
I
Oh,
know.
never mind. It was earlier.
It's okay.
All systems.
Pause.
Alright.
Pause. Why did that happen? Like, if our Diva would have just jumped, our baby Diva would have just jumped off the edge. Their baby Diva wouldn't have had mech. We could have went in 6v5. Really?
Well, we would have gone to 5v5 because it would have been Diva
Yeah.
minus Diva.
No, we could have waited, right? So if our Diva jumped off
Yeah,
the
but
edge,
their Diva would have probably ended up getting...
Yeah. It's a situation
It made
here.
it would be right when you guys jump in ish. Like she needed because her by the time that we regrouped it would be what 15 seconds before we even started the
At
push
the
in.
very least.
Maybe.
And Diva gets her ult. I can't remember the exact numbers, but she'd get about 50% by just waiting.
Yeah.
that's a definite maybe. But so we demeched their Diva later. So even if our Diva would have just backed out, we would have had mech first. But by taking the fight, we ensured that both had mech. And I think that we could have pushed the advantage that we had by the last thing that happened in that fight was their Diva getting out of mech.
Well, the thing is, if Scooty jumped off the map, that would have been a signal to their Diva to jump off the map. It's a
Okay,
case-
that's fair. That's fair. I accept that point.
It's a case of
Yeah,
a mirror
I mean,
match.
He would have had mech
Yeah,
back
just
anyway.
poke until
No.
Scooty gets his.
I got mech.
What do you mean half?
We're good.
All right, forward.
Diva gets like 2% a second.
Yeah.
It's not going to take you guys an entire minute to get back and take a fight.
I'm saying that the enemy diva would jump off the map.
No, this is Diamond.
And I don't think it would be.
This
Yeah,
wasn't
I don't-
Diamond, by the way. This was
I
3600.
think even if they both jump
Push
off
Diva,
the
push
map,
Diva,
then
push
they
Diva.
still get the
Top right.
advantage.
Close.
Diva's low.
Go forward, go forward, go forward.
It's mine.
I mean, it doesn't matter, right? It's like you jump off map because if these people actually use their fucking brain, they kill you. Like you were, do you see where Diva is right here? That's where Baby Diva was, like 10 seconds after she got demeched.
Cap's actually totally right.
Alright, let's go.
I
Go
didn't
in.
even
Go, go,
think
go,
about
go,
that.
Mercy's right above us to the right.
Diva,
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 Diva, Diva, Diva, no.
Focus Diva.
Mercy,
Nice.
Mercy, Mercy, Mercy,
Spread out,
Mercy,
spread out,
Mercy,
spread out.
I
Mercy,
think
Mercy,
I'm
one.
AFK.
Reaper,
Reaper in the back, Reaper in the back.
Oh, that's right. This is the Mercy.
Diva, Diva, Diva,
Reaper
Diva.
coming from behind.
Alright,
Reaper
Lucio, Lucio, Lucio. Reaper,
Reaper
Reaper,
left.
Reaper.
Yep, Reaper. Reaper right after he's out. Nice. Monkey, 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 monkey.
You down both supports, you down both supports.
She's standing still and shooting.
Heroes never
Oh,
die.
did we get
We
it?
gotta take, we gotta take.
Out. I'm dying.
Alright, out, out, out.
They wasted Reaper.
Yeah, they used.
My ultimate is charging.
I have Blade again.
Alright, so we're gonna do the same thing that we did when we capped this point. I'm gonna open up with the beat.
My
That way
ultimate
we-
is charging.
Well,
They're gonna EMP it away.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing.
So Blade after the MP is over.
Don't ult. This is just
Okay.
gonna be effectively a drive
My
push.
Driving,
ultimate
alright.
is charging.
Alright. We all
Here's
here?
something that I was gonna add earlier. You do this so we get ult advantage, right?
Yeah.
You're giving them so much ult charge by just having Sombra EMP us and then we all fall over dead. You're giving like every single person on their team an ult.
Okay. Alright. Let's go speed boosting in 3,
I'm
2,
jumping
There's,
Mercy. Stop, right?
here, pause this
I'm
for a
with you.
second. There's
Oh,
one
I'm missing.
situation where you can go in and just not shoot, and it's when they all have their ults already.
Yeah.
So, and you know, like
She's
say
one.
Sombra doesn't.
Ground.
She's dead.
Alright, Diva,
And if she
Diva,
does, then
Diva,
might as well
Diva.
shoot.
Diva? She's low?
Yep, Diva, Diva, Diva.
Sombra's coming from above. Watch it.
I got Baby
She's coming
Diva.
from back left.
Yeah, no, back
Reaper,
left.
Reaper, Reaper. Right. What's it?
Alright, fight lost,
They
fight
drop
lost.
beat and EMP, right?
Keep going.
They didn't even need the EMP there to win
Jump
the
off
fight.
map? No.
I am.
But when you run Sombra,
Alright.
there's no
we're all
point
here.
in not using your EMP.
They have no beat, they've got no MP, they will have Mercy res. So we need
No,
to
she
make
just-
sure we,
Didn't she just res the fight before this? Yeah, she just res.
she can build it up in 2 fights.
Okay.
So we're
They do
gonna
res
blade
this
the
fight if
Mercy
I
as a
remember right.
precaution.
It's like late.
Alright,
this
we all
fight.
here? Yeah, no, I've
Been a while.
played enough Alright. Mercy to know.
Do you want nuke early or late?
It's just like
nuke
it's a
blade.
tough call sometimes.
After the bubble
like,
is down.
Because like when they have a Sombra
See
and
if
a
we get an
Mercy,
eye on Mercy.
one of them gets the EMP
Yeah,
ult
I'm
charge. You know,
gonna-
Mercy left side, I believe.
Side,
Yeah,
side.
Mercy left side, Mercy left side.
Back
one of
left.
them gets the the ult charge.
Come on,
Good
on,
Sombra.
On point.
I got pop.
Hello.
Down. What's it?
Alright.
What? Diva,
We can hear you.
Yep, Diva,
Drop bomb on
Diva.
point, drop bomb on point.
I can't hack. There we go. I can do it.
Okay.
Reaper. Winston.
Yep. Winston. Sombra's dead. Winston. Winston 1 dead. Lucio. Nice.
Oh, you guys can hear me?
Heroes never
Mercy
die.
res. Mercy.
Drop bomb, default, or sorry, tracer ult.
Alright, there we go.
Diva.
Interesting.
So here, hold up. Do you want to rewind it?
Diva out of Mac. Okay,
It's like a
Lucio.
BCR tape.
Really or late?
that
so
sucked.
late. After the bubble is down.
I can hear
we
you guys now.
See if you can get an eye on
it's
Mercy.
shitty. We so at this fight we
Mercy
were
left
like,
side,
okay, they're gonna have
Mercy
Mercy
left
res.
Yes, Mercy left side,
Regardless
Mercy
if they
left
have it
side.
or not, what's our plan after they res? Let's
Come
watch our
On point,
ults,
on point.
right?
I got
Because
pop.
they're gonna res, regardless,
Down,
even if
down,
we
down.
wipe them,
What's-
like
Alright.
right? Because Mercy dies first.
Diva.
At this point,
Drop
you know, you should know.
I can't
Yet they'll have
hack.
time
There
to
we
get
go. I
back.
can
They'll
do it.
stall enough. And all of our ults with
Reaper,
Tracer Bomb is gone. And if we're relying on
Winston,
Tracer Bomb to stick the
Winston.
Mercy out of
Sombra's
spawn,
dead. Winston.
then,
Winston 1
you know,
dead.
that's not-
Lucio.
That needs to be made
Nice.
clear at the beginning.
Heroes never
well, I,
Mercy res.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
Uh,
it's
Default, or sorry, tracer ult.
yeah, you need to define who
Diva.
who's gonna you know use their ults when.
No, you're right.
And-
It was
Diva
poorly.
out of Mac. Okay, Lucio.
And that,
Lucio.
that could be mid fight, and that should be mid fight actually.
That's not Lucio.
It's Overwatch is a situational
I'm not
game.
there.
So.
Yeah, no, it was poorly planned on my part. Not bad, guys. Not bad. I'll play
Yeah, not
Sombra. We'll wanna.
Complete.
What map?
Let's just finish this one.
Yep.
I wanna go through the other half of this one too. Scooty, are you watching?
I will be in a second.
Okay, we're just starting the second point. The second half of this one, so it's the watch together link.
Farmers who would be slightly better than what we did is because you have a second chance on the fight without you.
Yeah. Just a thought. I don't mind playing either.
Alright, we play in this room.
It's a camera work, Ryan. Thanks, guys.
They're running a Sombra as well. I believe I saw one. I think so.
They're running a Doomfist.
Mabel.
I think they're gonna probably go.
So here, let's pause it for a second. What's the
They are
point of
running
this
a Hanzo?
comp? Right. So what do we want to do with this comp?
Outlast them. We want to take very nice slow fights. The only issue with that is Peanut doesn't fit in this lineup.
I think Peanut fits fine. I think the only pick that doesn't fit is the Sombra. To be honest. Because you play Sombra with dive because you have mobility, right? So you can get to the health pack. I think the only pick that doesn't match up is Sombra. Because what does the Ends have to do to get HP? He has to either A, rely on Exile, which is, normal, or B, walk back to the health pack, which he's not quick. I mean, he has his charge, but it's not quick. What does Scooty have to do to get heals? Rely on Exile, which is also good, or walk to a health pack. Doomfist. Walk champ. You can continue. So the point of this comp right now is kind of sustain a fight.
Right here.
That's what our point is of this comp.
Yeah.
She's trying to build the MVP.
Which is good.
Alright, they're setting up on the.
I think that
the far
Sombra
side.
is switch with Lucio.
They're
If we're
gonna
gonna
be
run
right in here.
standard Reinhardt Zarya.
Come here and get refreshed.
Don't forget we've got some
Lucio's
backup.
one.
I'm holding my bubbles for that.
There's a monkey behind. Monkey behind.
Alright,
Kill him. He's one. Doom in front.
forward. Push on to point.
There's a Doom to the right. Oh, never mind. He fell off.
I feel like mine is.
Zed, Lucio, and Hanzo are in the back.
We're
dead?
at 3 minutes and 2 seconds on the attack objective A. Think it's
I'm
time.
at 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
I'm at 3 minutes and 2 seconds.
Maybe refresh it. Nothing. You're good. Half.
If it do that, it just
Not
starts
yours.
back. It just starts back at the beginning or earlier in.
What time are you at right now?
I'm at a minute into the first point now.
First point? Like
Yeah.
first half?
Whenever I reload it, it just puts me back to the same time, which is like into the first point.
Wait, what is highlighted? Blue or red?
Hold on here.
What's your timer on?
I know what the problem was. Don't worry about it.
Sombra's front of point.
Oh,
Goody
sorry.
resumed it.
Sorry.
I was
knew
like
it.
hitting escape, and I'm like, why did it just play when I hit escape?
I knew I could control it.
Sorry if my bubbles are a little bit late right now. I'm getting like internet lag,
Sombra's
so
on the
it's
left
like
side.
Internet lag.
everything's like delayed.
Internet
You
lag.
old
I'm gonna play
internet lag.
on stairs so I could see.
I was
someone
getting
like
such
sitting
bad
up.
lag
Oh my
though,
God, I need
dude.
help.
Like everyone was going like jig around the map.
I'll do that.
That's
Okay.
tough.
Because I can teleport
Stop yelling
back
at
down.
me.
So what's our plan for this fight?
My ultimate is
They're running McCree now.
They're going on
Chip
this
is-
point.
I don't got bubble for you.
Alright, push forward.
I don't got.
I don't
Sombra's
got bubble for you.
She's
low.
right. Yeah.
She's gone
Just
left.
poking.
my ultimate is
So what are they doing right here, right?
They're doing
McCree from behind. McCree from behind.
Well, I
coming
think
from
they're
behind?
playing their comp wrong. But that's
I have
not-
visor here. I don't know. Are we using any ults?
Try and save it. Try and convert it.
What's it low?
I should have called it down.
No ults. Just start setting up on second point.
Nano visor.
Oh my god.
So, do you want to rewatch that, or do
You
we
in
know
our
what
spot,
went
XL?
wrong? Up to you guys.
I think I've got a pretty good idea of what went wrong there.
So,
We didn't rotate.
if we play that comp again, which we'd probably, like I said, we'll probably switch it to Lucio. That comp is fine to run there, but if we play that comp, then what do we do differently? Imagine we have a Lucio this time.
Change the positioning. That positioning is okay, it's not great. It's got decent cover, but it's got a massive vulnerability from the back, allowing a flanker to get to us. Ideally, you'd also have a high ground advantage, so maybe setting up high left instead of low right. Turtling front of point, or I guess attacker side point is another option. What I'm trying to get at is that position is okay with a Sombra, but terrible with everything else. Not terrible. Okay with everything else, but there are better ones.
Anyone else have anything to say?
Where's our spot? Anna likes high ground.
Yep.
And it does like high ground.
That's why you wouldn't play Ana if you're sitting in the if we're running that comp again.
Same
Or if
place
you're
we always
running that
play on this
positioning
point.
again.
Yeah,
Comp.
which is why you just it's
Until I get
it's in a
fucking
position
Hanzo
differently.
one-shotted.
I'm trying to find a map that we
Try
could
not
look
No
over.
scatter.
Trying to find
Watch out
the
behind you,
right-
Sombra. Sombra cell.
She's dead. That hit me.
thinking-
I'm gonna visor after visor. I mean
Well, if I
Iris.
find it, we'll watch it.
Big
Calls. Targets.
McCree on the right side. McCree right. So.
Hanzo low.
Winslow still low.
He's probably gonna reset. Not if
What
I
is
kill him
that?
first. Oh!
All right, they no longer have the Sombra.
Half you just
I'm
had a
out.
thought.
I'm not watching
they
right
do.
now, so I don't. I'm
That was in game.
Oh,
Hit
I'm
them!
retarded.
I'm good doing this.
He was
It's a good
bad, man.
Do you want us to play a little bit more around right here?
Yeah, if you need heals, go right.
I'll play a little bit more right here.
Yeah,
if
no,
can
I-
take the pack.
I
I
didn't
lose
think this
line
comp
of
through
sight,
properly.
though.
My EMP is charging.
What do you mean?
Just trying to get out of the
We
way.
don't
of
have
that
enough
Hanzo
mobility to
Barracks
justify
out.
the Sombra.
I feel on Ryan.
Right side Winston. Right side
Ready,
Winston.
healers?
When they
We
dive
need
in,
to
I'm gonna
change
heal you.
the way the fight
Do we
Whoa,
need it,
McCree
though?
behind us.
Considering
Watch out.
they'll face point anyways.
Well, does the mobility even matter though, considering what the map is?
So we can't easily get to the 2 megas that I hack with this lineup. We can't take full advantage of that. I should probably not be on Sombra with this lineup.
Or we could run Lucio and Sombra here.
Dude, I really want to find this map.
I'm thinking. I know that's a
See?
bad idea.
I feel like Lucio's not beneficial.
No, I don't
this
think
map.
Lucio is good enough on this.
Why?
Yeah.
I'm trying to
why
figure that
wouldn't-
one out. I think it's because there's not enough sustain on point, which is where we need to be. Attacking side, perhaps that actually might be something to consider. But
You always want to Lucio when you're attacking.
yeah,
You pretty much in general, you always want a Lucio.
We could
Because
run.
Lucio provides two things that everyone doesn't. One, healing all the time, and two, speed.
yeah.
You know, it's
or we
like
could run a Zenyatta, a Lucio, and a Sombra.
but then you have to play dive with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
You need the
Exactly.
Winston and
Yeah, and a Winston.
what
and-
what Half and I were kind of looking over today was like the new comp that team's been running. We'll try it out.
They don't run Sombra with that though.
No, it's not Sombra. It's just the new different comp. So I'm not gonna describe it right now, but we'll talk about it later,
Yeah.
and we could try time. But there's just a bunch of other things
I
you
got
can
grab
do.
up. I got grab.
Still wanna find
It's on point. The high noon's on point.
McCree,
I wanna watch
behind.
this.
Did he shoot it?
I have hammer when I come back.
Yeah, he did. He shot.
Hanzo's half. I held back.
Hanzo low, right health pack.
Do you want me to throw grab when I get back on point? Or do
No.
we not need it?
Hold.
No. Hammer. Okay.
Oh, it's up.
Nice
Okay,
hammer. Lucio was so low the entire time.
reporting in.
I think I wasted it.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I was about to die there, so it definitely saved me. They're running a Pharah now instead of the Hanzo.
Shut
I
up,
have
man.
Visor 2.
I need heals on Ren.
Just watch out, Exile. That Pharah's gonna put out
On
a
this
lot
map,
of
it
damage
doesn't
now.
really feel like we
Yeah,
have a
I'm not scared of
defensive
her.
position, especially on the second point.
No.
How about
Diva?
the 3 people jumping
They're
us?
I was just
Diving
thinking
in the
about
back.
that,
This is
watching
sick.
me
This
and
is
Yance move.
pause.
Get out.
This is
No.
sick, yeah.
Pause.
He was asleep.
Did you see what that Lucio just did?
No.
It was pretty sick.
So he
Just go back
switches
a little
the-
second.
Yeah. Watch
Oh
exactly
god,
what
this is gonna be
Lucio does.
difficult.
Oh, it's precise.
Looks
I
pretty
think
Watch,
I pretty good.
watch exactly what the Lucio does.
Watch
It's
this,
fucking
watch the
insane.
Lucio. It's kind of sick.
Kind of sick.
Just
It was
watch out,
insane.
Exile. That Pharah's gonna put out a lot
I
of
mean,
damage
it's not like
now.
it's not like it's a
Yeah, I'm not
ton,
scared
but
of
it
her.
was like
How about
Diva?
the 3 people
They're
jumping us?
they're diving in the back.
Oh,
He
that's
used-
style
Get out,
points.
no.
Yeah.
He used the break it down to be able to get up there and assist the dive.
I'll grab, I'll throw it.
It wasn't
Email
Sal. He
second
wouldn't have made it
grab.
without the break it down.
oh, but just
I
you
got
wait.
It's
It's
done.
better.
I went ahead and did it.
Space Jam!
Space Jam!
Almost charged.
Who's anyone left on point? Nope.
Welcome.
Nope.
Welcome to the Space Jam!
Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay, I
Like
did.
that
I
first
keep
person.
thinking this, but like that play
Just
really
Doomfist
affirms
is-
this. We don't deserve half.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Here's the reason why you run Doomfist with this. Do you remember when I was saying,
Yeah.
We were running Sombra. Trace, what is Trace? Not only is Trace's mobility like garbage on this point, it's sort of useless, but Tracer can't use the health pack. And so that's why I went Reaper. That's why I went Reaper, and then I was getting face fucked by Hanzo, so I went Doomfist. So that's why I went Doomfist.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. No, I.
Oh, I found it. Yes.
That's
Okay.
that's part of the
Anyway,
reason I was
yeah.
thinking that the Tracer was the odd one out. I couldn't put my finger on why. It's the health pool.
Oh, it's
mostly just because
her
her
kid
kid
is
is
nullified by the second point, not really the
Yeah,
health
there you
pool.
go.
Well, it's also the health pool. She doesn't charge EMP as much as.
They're setting up on the
Going back to my
Okay, I
comment
have Visor again.
regarding
We're
the
gonna get dove,
tanks.
so
We
It's
have
kind of like
Advisor.
Jans is standing there with his shield and there's no one there.
No,
you know?
you're 100%
So what's,
right. I need to.
what's the point of the Reinhardt if he kind of just stands there and point by himself? That's the thing I was thinking about, right? And like you could still play Zarya with it or Diva, but maybe you're good to play Winston.
Well,
if you're
we're
gonna...
one hero away from a dive at this point. You're right.
Yeah, because it feels like Jans is just standing there waiting to get
Yeah.
a kill.
No, we should definitely be using.
I'm not
that.
really blocking anything, so my shield is just pretty much.
Yeah, it's
Useful.
kind of
They're
like
gonna
when they get
try
to the
and
point, you
EMP.
just kind of.
Because look at him, he's like,
Oh,
it's
and
just
you-
me
oh,
and
you
Yan
shielded
standing
him.
there because I didn't know where to.
Gonna
I'm trying to
drop
stay
here.
by him.
Drop, 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 drop. Lucio's
I
low.
missed.
That's fine.
EMPing?
Or like maybe position myself up top. I don't know.
Well, yeah, if we sit up top, that's fine.
See?
Baby Diva mini.
Yeah, just like Winston's
Mercy,
is better
Res,
though.
Mercy down,
Res.
Mercy
That's
down.
the thing. There's so much.
She's down.
There's so many like cliffs and high ground
Winston,
stuff.
Zone point, zone
Bad.
point.
On this map, I was just thinking that it's hard. Yeah, I don't know. Winston's better
All
on this
heroes
map.
need to be.
Okay. So we see what happened there. Do we have any comments before we switch to this next? It won't be long.
Okay.
But Jans or Half, if you want to put that, I'll give you the timestamp when you're ready. I can actually switch it. So.
So
I
what
watched this
Scooty brings
game.
up is actually really big regarding the positioning on defense. I think that I actually haven't figured out good positions for us on defense in the majority of the maps.
Second Poltvelskaya is a particularly difficult one, in my opinion.
It's so weird. Like, I think that dive defense is pretty much the best way to go about it. Unless you're going with a full death ball on top of point or slightly behind point. So.
Oh my god, that girl's so
Gustavus
hot.
is a special
I watched
experience.
that.
I agree. Tracer one?
Because I saw
Yeah.
the trailer and
Bear?
I was like, yo, the
Oh.
game's got a bear, and that's why.
Which map are we
All right,
watching?
well, you know,
Same
Monty
map.
and Doa, I want to get your thoughts
they're
on
doing
whatever
Volskaya?
that was.
We're gonna
Over to
watch
you
how
guys.
South Korea plays
At least
this.
once or twice.
'Cause
And
they're
we are
obviously
good,
the best.
retreating into Russia in the wind, I suppose. But,
So I'm
but
just
if we're
focusing
looking
on
for
first
the
point.
historical
I did
reference,
watch
then-
this,
then
but I don't remember
Volskaya.
watching it.
That's right.
I
Usually
haven't
it's
watched
pretty
it for a while.
contacted. historically,
look
I
at
suppose. But
South Korea's
if we're looking
defense,
for
right?
the historical reference that usually or
Oh,
has
wait,
worked
wait,
out
wait.
in the past, crossing the Rubicon has been highly successful.
So I kind of watched
maybe
the
that's
heroes
where
that you
Korea
were
can
playing.
get
So
that
in this,
advantage. Rubicon might be a bit cross at the moment. I
exactly.
can see that. Yeah.
They could be playing
It's possible. Well, here we are.
Actually,
standing
wait, hold
proud.
up. That's right. That's
The
different.
overseers
And
of
so
South
we'd have
Korea. No, we're not
either
biased.
half
We're
or,
just fair. We're just
mad
realists.
on
We're just
Samba.
realistic. Yeah, that's the thing. We are realists. We don't believe in anything.
So what you're saying is I'm basically Ryu
South Korea
Jaeong?
on the defense,
Basically.
Russia
Yeah,
on the
basically
offense as they go for the dive. Here on
So let's just
Volskaya
watch how they-
Industries, we'll see what they can do.
So Winston's
South
sitting
Korea
tall.
has Flower on that Sombra, of course. See a ton of Flower defense on this map. Flower power, if you will.
He is giving the flower power with the Sombra defense, and Zunba just keeps on rolling with his favorite hero, Zarya. Everybody from Russia
Like, you
coming
know
up into the
Russia,
second
they
floor of that bunker and trying to get a hold over this health pack.
Yeah, pretty typical. You try to deny the hack on the health pack from the Sombra, and it looks like
And it looks
Russia
like
has
Korea's
done
getting in the
that.
space.
But you have to move on to the point at some point.
Yeah, you do, and they're playing
kinda.
strangely on the opposite side of where we
Here we go.
normally
They're
see
letting Russia,
Sombra
it seems
going,
like
but here
they
comes
just
the
did the
dive.
It's a big dive coming in for Russia. There's a hack on Sharik. He's in a little bit of trouble here. Gets over the wall. Gets to a bit of safety, but Shadowburn chased down by Mano. Kill on the other side. His Flower can't quite stay up.
Mano is actually stuck on the point right now. He was surrounded
Yeah.
inside the bunker, so this is going quite well for Russia.
Yeah, it is. I think Russia's got point A here. South Korea's going to really have to pull it out to defend this one.
I need to get on the point. It's slowly ticking up. Finally, Zunba has an opportunity. Good bionic grenade
All
on
right.
multiple members of Korea.
Yeah, I think Russia's got it. Rubicon.
I thought they won that.
Well, that's what
That's
happens
heavy.
when you cross Rubicon.
Let's
man.
watch-
Kills, and
let's watch the
Russia
attack,
actually
though, 'cause
taking
I remember
a pretty
the attack.
smooth point A
I was gonna
here.
say, I was curious with
Definitely
the,
did.
what
Coming
was
back
the
with a
Russian,
lot
like
of
the
ultimates,
South Korean
too.
rotation there?
Shadowburn,
Like, did they-
unfortunately, not ready for that
So
they
nano
sat-
boosted
they sat
Dragon Blade
opposite
yet,
high
but Sharik
So they
can
weren't.
certainly
If
benefit
you like
from
duck
an
up,
ultimate.
right? It didn't rely on Sombra health pack, so they could get off of it. Cause,
Yeah, well, that's
you know,
they did.
They got Nana.
And they went top high ground with, because I saw this. They had. I don't know. I was watching the Zarya where she was playing. She was playing by health pack, and then they had Winston on the.
So yeah, that's like, I mean, it's different, but it's also kind of similar.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
That was their last one? Yeah.
if we're gonna run that Anna, and if we just do Lucio, we don't have the Sombra. So it's kind of the same comp.
Setting up
we
on
just
that high
talked about.
ground is better, yeah.
It's like like getting Anna on high ground, and having the ability to like South Korea definitely had the right strat. They just obviously got outplayed.
Right.
So I don't know. Do you guys want to watch second point at all? I don't remember the second point at all, really.
I
So
want
pretty
to
sure-
see how they set up on second point.
Okay, we can watch to see how they set up, and then
Mid
we can
himself.
switch to
Flower has the EMP. He's going to actually pop out right now. Forced mistakes back. Caught him a little bit by surprise and made him rewind.
Now Russia's got a lot of ults here too. Nice advantage coming into this one. Mano sleep dart on him after he receives a nano boost. Not a great start for South Korea. There's a pulse pop smoothly
That's
delivered.
BM.
And Rubicon moves Zunba off the edge
It's not really
even.
BM, it's
South
just
Korea,
like-
what
that's
is
how-
going on here?
Doing well so far is Russia, and they're starting to get a lot of control percent built up.
crazy? I
Shadowburn
remember
has
the wrong
zoned
thing
multiple
here.
members
They
of South
definitely
Korea
don't lose
off,
this
and now it's a desperation. Toby will fall, and Shadowburn
Well, they
pulls the
probably
blade.
don't.
He's right
No,
there with
they
the
don't, because
Dragon
they
Blade,
don't
man.
have-
I
they
think
didn't
Russia
double
may
that.
have this one. Toby taking out immediately. Flower with a bit of revenge here.
I'm just curious to see what
Not
the reset
anywhere
is.
near the EMP. Korea
At the end of this
scrambling
fight.
to hold
So this
point B
fight's
here,
gonna
but it looks
happen,
like they
whatever.
finally
No,
got
probably
a
use
bit
it.
of breathing room.
That
Yeah.
was
'Cause they did switch to
incredibly
D.Va.
close. Russia getting
Yeah.
all the way
Oh,
up
so
to
they-
74%,
switched that last time.
and
They
now
didn't- they didn't
5.5
keep it
minutes to
first.
get one
Yeah,
tick.
right.
So Russia will have many more opportunities to
Yeah.
close this
But
match. and
look
take
at how
the
fast
now.
Russia's
So
already ready
Jalen
for the
swaps
next
over
fight.
to the Zenyatta. Doesn't want to use
Because
Deanna
one, they all
anymore
died
here.
together.
Couple ults to work with.
Or
on the
they
South
got
Korean
out.
Or
side.
got out.
But remember, just that one tick, like you mentioned, Monte Cristo, for Russia to take to grab 2 points here on Volskaya.
And I think you just wait for Sharik to get the Primal Rage. If you have that coupled with the self-destruct, you may be able just to zone Korea off the point long enough to actually pick up the final tick on the capture.
Yeah. Sharik takes down Toby early. EMP comes out in response, but no sound barrier for South Korea. Forsaken, though, can't survive. And Russia actually winning this fight, though.
There's the zoning, Doa. Zunba Tries to buy some more time, but he can't get back in his mech.
That's big, man. Russia's nearly got it. There's the Sound Barrier save. He'll be Toby trying to keep South Korea alive. Here comes Flower again on that Sombra. Gets the kill on the Shriek. Pretty crucial here.
Yeah, there's no way
and South Korea looks like they're barely going to hold for just a little bit longer.
93.8%.
One pick.
Wow, and Russia still has so much time remaining.
Yeah.
Jae Hong temporarily switching over to the Soldier 76. He probably will make a change here.
I think you just stick with it at this point. You need to hold on to this and try to build up that tack visor as fast as you can.
He has played Soldier in professional matches
like,
in the past.
It's like they play dive.
So
like,
not completely
they're
out
never
of
all
the question.
together.
And he wants to stay with
Winston
it.
likes to go sit in
Straight up
that
that
room
hacked
there.
health pack back by the
I noticed
spawn.
that. Diva likes to
Small
stay
one,
at
but it is
that
extra
little
healing.
perch on the left. They've done that
extra
both
healing, and
times.
I wish we could have both up. I mean, look at them
Field
both.
as
But
well.
I'm not gonna make us go back to it.
All right, Shadowburn
But
very
if you
close
look
to that
how
Dragon Blade
we
too.
sit when we
Scary
dive,
close
we're all
even.
just chilling together.
Gotta be careful about half
Like,
health.
you don't need to
Gets
be
the
chilling
sound barrier just in time to stay alive here. Shadowburn a little bit low.
Dragon Blade.
Yeah, Shadowburn's got a kill on the Flower already. Here comes the Dragon Blade. No Diva to worry about.
Gets healed up.
Yep, that's 3. And South Korea in a little bit of trouble here.
Shadowburn on the backside wants a few more of these kills. Jae Hong running for his life, but he gets cornered and killed.
Wow, South Korea scrambling, but I don't think they've got what it takes to hold this one.
Anyways, we can just finish.
Doesn't seem like it. Well, they get Mano back there just be, and that's going to seal the deal. There it
Lost
is.
it again.
Oh, it's the next. They do win a fight, I'm pretty sure. But regardless, if they don't, it doesn't really matter.
They've won multiple. It's just 2 CP.
Oh, I guess they don't win the fight.
That is the worst excuse I've ever heard. What do you mean it's just 2 CP? You lose the fight. Like, they didn't win any of the fights because they lost the fights because they didn't
They
grab the
basically
point.
need to take 2 points to win this one.
Anyway,
but if they do,
it's,
they
so
will
let's see
be
how they
going to
attack.
BlizzCon, and Russia
this
will
is
be
the
out
part
of
I
the tournament.
very much remember.
So we flipping out right there. Flower on the Genji. Will be a dive
So, of course,
composition
we have the
with
Sombra,
Zumba
Russia's
still
Sombra.
on Zarya. So nobody wants to play Diva.
guess
But I
not.
think this is a more serious composition from Korea. We
Looks
want to
that
end
way.
it right here.
Yeah, coming around the side, ignoring that Sombra health pack, deciding not to go ahead and try to control that room. Zumba coming in, just charging up with those shields. He's got a ton of charge already, 70%. Has to back off. They got to be careful here. You really can't lose people if you're attacking from this angle.
Wants
Could
to
get
poke
bad.
through, and Chao
Ooh,
has
Chao.
to fall back. Doesn't get desuited. Look at that.
Oh,
Finally,
he does get
Flower
desuited.
finishes him.
They take out Shariq as well. There's the EMP from Forsaken, but a couple of members, the tank's already down on the Russian side, and that's going to
So,
mean that South Korea, all they need
it's
is their
kinda
right
like-
clicks.
This
And
is
they
the
will take
opposite
point
of what
A
we've always said to
style.
do.
And
Right?
quickly to 3 minutes.
Tell me the
so
point at which they
we'll see
died.
about a 6.5 minute by the time this is completed, 6:45 or so.
Sure.
On the
Once
clock
they knew they won
available
the
for
fight,
them
right?
to push forward, and
Once
they
they knew
already
they
have
could
that nano
100%
boost,
win the fight,
and they
that's when
have
they
a
don't.
sound barrier. Russia sitting at
And
0
they
ultimates
poked.
because they committed the
Like forever.
EMP so late
The comp
in
kinda
that fight, and
benefits.
because they
Because
lost
if you
it,
think about
they
it,
will not have it on the
right?
defense for point B. This
To
could
go
be
get
over very
heals,
quickly.
you have
It
to go
just
to the
feels like
Sombra
people
thing.
have been underestimating the damage that Zunba Zarya can do just with
And
a simple left click.
if they go to the Sombra thing,
nearly
they're not
just
in the
under
fight.
zeroed Chao before
So they
Chao
gotta,
even really reacted.
you know, they've got Lucio heals, and
crazy.
Lucio's not going to
As well as
heal
the
them
call-ins so
instantly.
that they could get those last few HP
Yeah,
by
so-
Flower dashing in.
You don't expect the Zarya to be that charged that fast, but I mean, playing against Zumba
So I
is like
think
a,
South
I mean,
Korea
South
played
Korea's
that.
experience
Obviously,
of
they
the
played that
Zarya.
really smart.
South
'cause they
Korea's
won
going for a
really
6-ult
easily.
push right now.
Yeah, they are.
They're just
And
waiting
when
for it. They know
Sombra
Russia doesn't
EMP'd,
have
which was
anything.
bound to
Forsaken
happen,
did have
they were
time to
all in
get his
safe
EMP back
positions.
up, though.
Nobody was out
Yep.
of position.
It's time. There's
So
that
everyone
EMP.
was
South
with each
Korea may
other,
have to
so
play
they
it safe
could
here. Safe
heal
he
for
takes
each
down
other
Forsaken,
to
though.
the best of
Immediately
their
after the EMP
abilities.
is used. Flowers a Nano Blade. There it is. Tons of
With
damage
the
being brought out
Graviton
already.
Surge.
And then they just
boy.
kinda outskill him.
It is a cutting gallery. And the control meter starting to build for South Korea. Now they have to camp the spawn. Can they win it right here, right now? Can they punch
Like,
their
Sombra's
ticket
not
to
useful if
BlizzCon?
you don't let her use
Gotta
her
be close.
health pack.
Forsaken
Or, like,
falls though after
you know,
he
if you don't,
translocates. Tank flying coming back in,
You
so
know,
it's
if
going to
she
be a
can't-
couple more minutes.
that's
No
what
ults
I
for
was gonna
South
say.
Korea, and
She's
Shariq
not
can
useful.
actually stall this out.
Yeah,
If
he's
she doesn't
trying.
get
Mano gets a
EMP
kill into
charge
Shadowburn,
fast,
but
and it
Russia
takes some
pushing
time
back
to get
onto the point right
the
now.
EMP, and
Korea
her
may
EMP
need
is
to
not
back
useful
off a bit.
if-
Oh, the shield drop right before the self-destruct went off, and Mano got picked
Everyone's
by
alive,
that.
and
I think South
you're-
Korea might have to regroup here.
you know, I don't know
think they
how
are
to
going to have
describe
to.
it. It's-
Shariq did use the
if you
primal
play
rage.
right,
South
it's
Korea
not
dropped
like your EMP
everything.
doesn't do
They saw the
anything.
EMP come in, but it didn't actually hit Toby, so the sound barrier came up immediately
I wish- I
afterwards,
don't know where
answered
you
by
watch
a sound barrier from Russia. And despite that, Graviton surge
For South Korea, playing
in that fight,
Korea
position from Korea.
great at video games. don't like foot. Here we go. South Korea on the attack. They basically need to take 2 points to win this one, but if they do, they will be going to BlizzCon and Russia will be out of the tournament.
So we flipping out right there. Flower on the Genji. Will be a dive composition with Sunba still on Zarya. So nobody wants to play Diva. But I think this is a more serious composition from Korea. They want to end it right here.
Yeah, coming around the side, ignoring that Sombra health pack, and deciding not to go ahead and try to control that room. Zumba coming in, just charging up with those shields. He's got a ton of charge already, 70%. Has to back off. They got to be careful. You really can't lose people if you're attacking from this angle.
Wants to pull through, and Xiao has to fall back. Doesn't get desuited. Look at that. Finally,
he does get
Flower
desuited.
Finishes him.
They take out Sharik as well. There's the EMP from Forsaken, but a couple.
Okay, so you kind of see, like, they'll just kind of die, and because Sombra, she's high healing in for one person for, you know, what is it, like 4 seconds or something? I don't know. It's like they can't heal up as fast,
right?
Because South Korea is just focus firing and actually like damaging them. And then once the people in Russia get low, they're boned. They have to go away to the health pack.
But they get chased.
Effectively taking them out of the fight, you know. It's like even when they get the health pack, they're still only, you know, they don't have that much HP. They gotta wait there for like a good 7 seconds unless they want to get in the fight with, you know, little HP. Half, I know I'm gonna ask you a lot, but what do you think about that? Like, what do you think that I'm right? Do you think what I'm saying is right, or am I missing something?
More or less.
What a committal answer.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, he's saying that the majority of what Ryan said was correct. There might be 1 or 2 small details that was incorrect, but for the most part, the gist was correct.
I understood what he meant. I was just giving him crap.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's just like, I don't know.
Alright.
It's like you can take the fight. I think there's 2 ways. Like you saw Russia do it. You saw Russia take the fight on the health kit, taking it away from them, or you take it away from the health kit. You can't give them the ability where you take it, say for instance, you take the fight on the point and they sit on the health pack, right?
Yeah.
It's like you gotta take the health pack away somehow. That's how you beat Sombra.
I think it was last time that we were playing. I can't remember when on Volskaya I said something like, which maybe I shouldn't have made any comment because I shouldn't interrupt calls, but I said something like, what if we just sit on point and make them have to come fight us to... So, like, to fight us to contest the cap. You know? I don't know.
When is that? When was that?
I don't remember. It was one of the Volskaya games.
Because I don't know if that's necessarily right, because you stood on point. I think you can't.
I'm talking
fight...
attacking because they were sitting up on high ground or something.
Oh, if they're sitting on high ground, then yeah, then you sit on point. But if do they have a Sombra or not?
We were like trying to face them or something.
Do they have a Sombra or not?
I don't remember.
If they don't have a Sombra, then yeah, you can sit on point and wait for them to come to you. And the second they start coming to you, you jump on them, right?
I think the biggest thing that decides whether or not you can actually sit on point and go for the long fight is based on a couple of things. First off, do you have adequate cover for where they're positioned? If you don't, do you have a Reinhardt? I think those are 2 of the bigger things, and if you don't have either of those, you should probably not. Because otherwise you're just going to get shot at from their relatively protected area. And there are going to be exceptions, of course, but in general.
I'm trying to think of a good example, like in a map. I'm trying to think of a specific map that would be a good example. I can't think of anything.
Umbani.
No, I'm trying to think of a map where you don't fight on point.
Oh.
Why can't I think of a map that you can't fight on point? Or that you just don't fight on point? Like you fight in front of the point.
Eichenwald?
Yeah, that's a good example. So, when, for example, if they're running standard dive with Zenyatta, and never mind. No, I don't know what I'm gonna say, but forget it. I don't remember what I was gonna say. I don't remember what the point was. So forget what I was gonna say. I'm sorry. Do you guys want to go over anything else?
No, I can't think of a thing. Yeah, I can't think of anything. We've looked at Volskaya pretty intensely.
So what did we learn today? This will be you can get off your homework.
Basically, what I've learned is you have to build around the Sombra, and you have to keep her in mind with your composition. You can either go full dive, or you can go with a slower variant, but you need to know your game plan there. Additionally, I noticed something small regarding the dive. You actually pointed it out right after I noticed it. When you're diving, you don't want to be clustered up, because that way they just get free value. If you're spread out and you have a bunch of high mobility heroes, you can just jump to safety if they do decide to dive you. Those were the two biggest things that I noticed. Also, beating a Sombra, you don't play into it, you play around it.
Anyone else?
Anna likes high ground.
Anna does like high ground. If you don't have anything, that's fine.
I mean, I haven't
It's
been
like Baker
here
said a
long,
lot.
but all I would say is we still don't have a second point defense.
Hey, you're definitely right. But
We still
so
don't have a good proper second point defense plan.
So let's just figure out what we should run next time, due to what we watched today. Next time we play Volskaya, what are we running? Let's start attack. What are we running on attack?
On attack, probably a variant of the dive that we ran.
Just like a standard dive?
Standard dive.
Yeah.
The reason I say a variant is I would probably swap out the Genji for Doomfist. That way you actually do counter the Sombra, because Sombra is pretty strong, and you counter that by killing them before they can get the health back, is why I say the Doomfist over the Genji. The Genji thrives on low health heroes, of course.
Well, so that's just dive in general, though.
Yeah.
Dive just thrives on the health back.
I think Doomfist would be okay to swap that one out. It's the only thing that I might consider running.
Pharmacy and Genji.
I think Genji's really good for this point. First point, at least.
Yeah.
Because you get you literally look around the thing. There's four walls around you.
And second point.
Yeah,
I
he's
was
good for second
thinking
point.
about Pharmacy and Genji.
And Pharmacy would be good, but only on the first point. Because
I agree.
Inside, there's nowhere to really go. You just go straight.
There's no good protection on second point for Mercy, to be honest.
There's not
So,
too great of protection on first either. There's some.
Yes, there is.
If
I
you
promise.
think in the terms of
I guess there is.
ult charge, right? Do you want to, would you actually want to run the Pharah Mercy just to get rid of it for the second point, though?
Probably not.
It's do you say Mercy gets res, say you don't use it, and the Mercy gets killed, Mercy gets picked, and then you switch, and you're down 2 ults.
Yeah, the way
that could potentially build up.
The way I would consider running it is if we actually manage to capture first point without using either Pharah or Mercy's ultimates, I would basically treat the first push into second point as a dry push, but commit in the two ults that we're getting rid of. The only issue.
Well,
with
then
that,
that's not very dry.
Well,
also with that, it's why wouldn't you just run standard?
No, I know.
Then you have a legitimate plan. It's then you don't have to take the dry push.
I recognize that, and that's part of the reason I was like, if we were to run the Pharmacy, I would consider that.
I think it's a good idea to do somewhere. I mean, first point's really good for Pharmacy here. I understand the reasoning for not running at second point, but I think Pharmacy Genji can be pretty strong at some points.
Yeah, Pharmacy Genji is actually really good. Just due to the fact that Pharmacy does 160 on direct hits and Genji's dash does 50? Is it 50?
Yeah,
right. It's 50. Okay.
Triple tanking on second point. I don't know how. Who's gonna play D.Va is the question.
So.
You.
I can.
Triple tanking it because we're supposed to.
What's our third tank? What am I missing?
Wants to triple tank it. Winston, D.Va, Zarya. I feel like if you're gonna triple tank, you should try Hog.
Triple tank is actually not bad.
No, it's not bad.
But
I think.
But I don't think you run with triple tank dive nowadays. You run Zenyatta and Lucio.
Are you looking at what Yan said, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
It's like triple tank dive. It's like you don't get enough heals with Sombra because everyone's sitting on the health pack, and you know, tanks take a lot of damage. And it's tough. It's tough too.
Go finish. Sorry.
No, you can finish. It's fine.
No, go for it.
I don't know what I was gonna say.
Triple tank with dive.
What about it?
You were saying something about it.
Oh. Oh, you're letting me go.
Yeah.
I don't know. You just. The reason you run triple tank with dive, and so with the Zenyatta and the Lucio is because you take the fight faster than fast, right? It's because Zenyatta. Wait, right? Zenyatta doesn't heal fast, right? So you have to take the fight super quick, like faster than normal dive, because yeah, tanks have a lot of HP, but if you don't get the kills, you die. And then what do tanks do when they die? Feed a lot of ult charge.
And they cry as well.
Yeah.
They ask Anna.
And
it's like
who would you have as the DPS in that lineup? Would it be Tracer? Would it be Genji? Doomfist?
Situational. It wouldn't be Genji. It could be Tracer. It could be McCree. Actually, no, not McCree. It could be Soldier. It's Tracer, Soldier.
So if
maybe
you have
Doomfist.
Soldier, you might as well run Anna.
Mm-hmm.
So and then you might as well not run dive with that.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm pretty sure that a lot of teams run Tracer with it, because Tracer's good at finishing off kills.
Yeah.
And tanks are good at,
Makes sense.
starting off kills.
I'm gonna stop the recording.